Let's go. Let's go. All right, everyone. We are vibing. We are thriving. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What is the possibilities on this NHL trade deadline? Let me just send out everything. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Oh, this is going to be a great day. This is a great day. What could go wrong? What could go right? This is going to be fun. This is going to be a great time. Just going to be vibes. Vibes on vibes on vibes. Let me just send out everything. This is something that we only do once a year pretty much. And we're back at it. So it's going to be really fun. We're going to have a great time. We're here till 2. And yeah, just trying our best to run it up and vibe. Gotta post it on Tellus, baby. Give me 1 second. Every night and every day. Here we go. Vibes, baby. Vibes, baby. All right. This is where everything is just vibes. You know? Nothing could go wrong here. Depending on what fan you are, this is going to be a great day. Send us questions. Send us whatever you want. It's just going to be a great time. You know, like, who doesn't want to sit down, relax, and just vibe? You know? This is going to be a great time. It's going to be vibes. And yeah, like I have my predictions up here. I have a bit more. And yeah, like we'll go through them. Like I have everything. I don't know. I still don't know how to work this, so I'm trying to figure everything out. And yeah, no, this is gonna be a great time. It's gonna be straight vibes. And yeah, I don't know if anyone remembers last year's live stream, but it's kind of hectic. You know, Brad Marchand getting traded, which was kind of cool. At the end of the deadline, literally last second snipe. Hey, vibes, baby. Vibes, baby. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, so like last year, Brad Marchand got traded last second of the day. The whole Mikko Rantanen fiasco with Colorado, Carolina, and Dallas, that was crazy. What else happened? Dubas acid masterclass. That was pretty cool, and he's still been doing it. And I wonder what he does this today. Crosby's out. Malkin's probably gonna get suspended from last night, and all that stuff. Do I think the Leafs trade Nyes? Definitely not. No, Nyes is the future of the team. He's definitely the future. Yeah, like, I think there's only 3 untouchables really on the Leafs, and that's Nylander, Matthews, and Nyes. Right? I think that's the future. Everyone else could be gone. And I can even see Matthews. I don't think Matthews is gonna get traded, but I could see him getting traded. Same with Nylander. I could see him getting traded, but I don't think he will. He just signed a massive extension a year or 2 back, so there's no point of him getting traded. So that's what I think. If there's anything you guys want to say in the chat, just write it down. I'm here. I'm reading. It's pretty cool, actually. This is my second ever live stream, so I'm just trying to figure everything out. And yeah, so this is Vibes, bro. NHL trade deadline is the place to be. You know, I'm covering the entire thing. You know, obviously you got the sources out there. You got Elliot. You got Peter. You got me. And then if you want to go to the Penguins guys, you got Jesse Marshall. You know, Josh Yeo. And if you want to go anywhere, you know, I have everyone covered. So don't you worry about it. You know, first thing, if you're watching here, you will get all the new information right now. You know, everything will happen right here, and I'll be saying it directly to you guys before I even post it on Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. So if you want to be up to date with all the trades, you stay on this live. All right? And even if nothing happens for the next hour, I'm just vibing. You know, I got music in the back. You know, everything's just a great chill. So what do we do here? We just sit back and relax. You know, I don't really know how to do something like this. I just like talking, so this is gonna be fun. You know, this is gonna be a great time. And yeah, so guys, if you have any questions, put them down below. I love to ask questions, and maybe I'll get a special guest to come on here. I don't know how that's gonna work, but maybe I'll go on Instagram Live, get someone on here, and talk shop with him. You know, he's asked me. I was quite busy, so it was hard for him to. All right, guys, we got our first trade of the day. The Minnesota Wild are acquiring Bobby Brink from the Flyers. That's the first trade of NHL trade deadline day. Unless you want to talk about that John Carlson bomb last night. Out of nowhere, out of left field, he gets traded. What? A first and a third? David Jiricek is heading to Philly. Wow. What a top... Bro, that guy used to be a top prospect back in the day. Back in the day, that guy was a top prospect. That's crazy. That was, that's a trade. You know, David Jiricek, guy was a stud. Guy was a stud during his draft year. I'm not gonna lie. That guy was sick. And yeah. That's crazy. Bobby Brink for David Jiricek right now? That's what I'm hearing? Is that the word on the street? Is that the word on the street? We'll see. But Jiricek, a top prospect a couple years ago, is heading to Philly in return for Bobby Brink. Sorry. That is kind of crazy. No? I guess they give up on people so quickly. It's kind of whatever. That's the first trade of the deadline, boys. First trade of the deadline. That's a great way to start deadline day. Hey, we got TC in the chat, baby. Let's go. How do we vibe? Let's vibe, thrive, and vibe again, baby. Woo! This is going to be a great day. Great day. I'm here from 10 to 2. 10 to 2. 10 to 2. It's going to be vibes. We're going to be vibing, we're thriving, and alive, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Can't really hear. I'm in Timmy's and everyone's screaming, hey. Yo, Timmy's, yeah, that shit happens. That happens. It's a classic, you know. Timmy's is vibes, but sometimes it's it's not the place to be, and you know, I don't know if my American viewers out there, my two viewers, one of them are American, one of them are Canadian. Timmy's is hectic. It's a brutal place to be at times. But vibes when you think about it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just chill. But yeah, Timmy's in the morning, everyone's screaming, no one knows what's happening. The drive-through, chaotic. And yeah, just kind of wild. But yeah, every trade I will announce it here first. Yeah, I'll get everything, all the information, see what I could do with that. And yeah, I just think that the first trade, Bobby Brink to Minnesota for David Jiricek, kind of wild, kind of crazy. What do we? David Jiricek. I'll do some stats about David Jiricek. I'll tell you guys about him. But gotta post this on the twit. We got Bobby Brink from Philly. Kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie. It's a great trade. Great day. All right, bro. The most chaotic thing about streaming the deadline and coming back after such a long hiatus. Yo, bye, boys. Shout out Tellus.sports for coming back. I didn't think I would. Not that I didn't think I would, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on here. It's been a minute since I posted. Dude, I miss it. I miss this live streaming. I miss talking about hockey. I miss everything. And I just want to vibe. I want to be with y'all. It's just a great time to be alive. And yeah, David Jiricek, 22-year-old defenseman. I really thought that guy would be he'd be really good. So maybe a nice change of scenery would be nice. Team up with Drysdale. A nice 1-2. That would be pretty nice. He's still young. He's only 22. He's only 22, guys. Guy's still young. Could be a great trade for both teams. So we'll see. We'll see how that happens. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, everything is just coming in soon, slowly. The real crap happens at 3 or 4, which unfortunately I won't be able to cover. But it will be, it would be crazy, and hopefully I'll be able to post everything on my Twitter, and yeah, everything happens on Twitter, you'll see it on my aspect. But from 10 to 2 or 10 to 2 and a bit, everything will be here. You'll see everything live, and it'll just be vibes. What do you mean? What you mean? How are we supposed to see the screen in the back? What? Which one? Back here? Or right there? Or the background? I'm talking about the white page? or this right here? What are we talking about? Type it in the chat. Let me know. Oh, we are so back, baby. We are so back. Oh, this is great. I have to call thoughts on your. Yo, I was just talking about it. I think it's crazy. It's a great day to start. A great way to start off the day. Yurchek's still young. I thought he was great. I think a change of scenery would be really nice for him. And yeah, here let me just go quickly into this is just the TV. This is just for music. It's just a bunch of boxes. I'm in the basement right now. I don't want to be screaming and everyone in the house to hear me. I'm like pretty much in my garage. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of cold in here, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And yeah, so we're vibing, and it's gonna be a great time. Music in the background. Yo, look, guys, let me know if you can hear the music. If you can hear the music, it's great. If you can't, I'll turn it up a bit. Just let me know. And yeah. But yeah, thoughts on Yurchek? Here, let me go into his stats right now. David Yurchek. Yeah, like when he was on Czechia in the World Juniors, I thought this guy would be the next great thing. This was before like me actually just like watching hockey. 6th overall pick 4 years ago. I wasn't doing my as you can say, like scouting hard. But yeah, like I think he's really good. Like in juniors. Sorry, he was pretty solid as a defenseman. Let me check. Yeah, the World Juniors played it 3 times. First year, 2 points in 5 games. Second year with the A, 4 points in 7 games as a defenseman. In international in U20, 11 points in 18 games. And then again in the World Juniors, 7 points in 7 games. And then in the AHL, in his first pro in the AHL, dropped 38 points in 55 games as a defenseman. The following year, he got called up to the NHL. 10 points in 43 games. Got sent down 19 points in 29 games, but then had 11 points in 14 games in the playoffs, right? And everyone, like, in that playoff series, run in the AHL, pretty solid. Like, 11 points in 14 games as a defenseman in his second year pro. And then 2024, 2035, I believe it was an injury-riddled season. 1 point, started in the NHL 6 games, sent down, or probably got injured. Came back in the NHL, 3 points in 4 games in the A. Gets called up, 2 points in 6 games in the N. And then AHL probably gets injured again or sent down, I'm not really sure. 7 points in 27 games. And then this year, a really, really, really rough start for him. In the NHL, he had nothing in 25 games. Gets sent down again. 10 points in 24 games. So I think a nice change of scenery would be really good, beneficial for him. Especially Minnesota. He has a backlog in defensemen, and Philly could really use him. Okay, we do not hear the music. All right, let me turn that up real quick. Let me turn it up. See what we can do here. Let me know if you can hear it now. If not, splendid. But real quick, I gotta order my boy an Uber. You know. But yeah, we'll talk more puck in 1 second. Everything's gonna be great. And yeah, that trade is a 1-for-1. So literally, change the scenery for both. Brink, great player, solid. It is not technically a first. I mean, he was a first-round pick. He was a 6th overall pick 4 years ago. He just hasn't panned out. And Brink is still 24. He's 24. Solid player. And good middle 6 forward, Bobby Brink, on his last year of his contract. He's an RFA and he's able to go through arbitration. So for sure. I think Minnesota resigns him. I don't think Minnesota's done either. I think Minnesota still needs someone. I think in their bottom 6, maybe, or maybe a better defenseman. And that would be pretty cool. So we'll see what happens today. It's gonna be a great day, like I said. And yeah, just give me 1 second. Gotta order my friend an Uber, real quick. All right, boys. We don't need to order the Uber. Oh, God is great. God is great. God is great. All right. We are going to see what we can do here. What we're going to do on our end. Everything's coming at us at once. All right. So we'll see what we can do here. Listen, we're reacting to everything. It's going to be a great time. Great vibes all around. I'm sending the link to everywhere I know. Everywhere. Everything's going to be thriving. So we'll see what we can do here. Give me 1 second. Oh, I see. Yeah, Juracek was traded. True, was he? Was he traded? True. Columbus. He was drafted by Columbus. True. I completely forgot about that. That is so true. I completely forgot. I don't know how I forgot about that. Yeah. Trade 21-year-old vets in exchange for a 2025 fifth round pick, Damian Hunt, and a 2025 first top 5 protected, a 2026 third, a 2026 fourth, and a 2027 second. True. That was a crazy trade. True. And then they just traded for... I don't know how I forgot about that. That is so facts. That is crazy. Yeah, they traded so much for him. Yeah, for real. True. Hey, sometimes you forget stuff. But yeah, no, thank you for shouting that out. Yeah. No, that is crazy. That is it's wild, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously Bill Guerin saw something and it never happened. You know, like it's unfortunate, you know, sometimes those trades don't work out. And in this specific case, it did not. Yup. Hey, baby. We're live. Yeah. Yeah, hey, that's me. That's me. Hey, yo. The music it's got to keep us awake, you know? It was a late night last night. Vibing with the boys, and then, you know, had to lock in today. So we'll see how long we could be this energetic for. You know, no coffee, no energy drinks. We're just straight off. We woke up straight off of vibes, came down here, ran down here, vibed up, prepared, and now we're here. Yo, boys, this is gonna be a great day. All right, the best day of the year for hockey fans, for sports fans. Everyone loves the deadline day. Basketball, football, baseball, hockey. You know, I don't think soccer Soccer, they don't do deadline days. They have the transfer thing. But when it comes to deadline day in sports, it's the best day. And breaking the hiatus, coming out of our break, this is the best time to do it. All right, you haven't seen Tellus.sports post in a minute, but now we're here, you know. And what's the best way to interact with people? It's got to be a live stream. It has to be a live stream. And you know, this is what we do. This is what we do. And this is like I said, the best way to break out of the hiatus. So trades will be coming in left and right. I'll be posting it. You know, maybe if it's slow, I'll pan the TV. I'll pan the camera over. Maybe I'll hop on a bit of Chell. We'll see what we can do. Maybe rebuild the team. So we'll see what happens. I'm still trying to figure out all this stuff. I don't really know how to connect it, but at the same time, I don't want to be playing Chell locked in and miss a trade. You know, so we'll see what happens. But this is vibes. This could be a great day, like I said. And yeah, the NHL deadline is, I believe, at 4 p.m. is when it ends. Yeah, so like I said, we're here from 10 to 2, maybe a bit more. You know, maybe low-key I'll live stream in the car. We'll see. Who knows? But we got a busy day ahead of us. I got you. Hey, we can talk Flames right now if we all want. You know, let's check them out right now. Let's take a gander on them. Let's look at the standings. Blue Lakes. So, what we see here is the Calgary Flames are not the best team right now. All right, to be quite frank, you know, let's go to the whole league wide. They are the second worst team in the league. All right, second worst team in the league. But to some, if you're a Flames fan and you see Mackenzie Weegar gets traded, top of the league for some. You know, top of the league for some. But, you know, 24, 30, and 7, 55 points, 61 games, sitting at 31st in the league, second in the league in some people's eyes. You know, the tank for McKenna, the tank for Gavin McKenna is real. It is off to a race. Hey, and it might not even be McKenna. It might not be McKenna. We got that Sweden guy. We got the Sweden guy. And that Sweden team was gross. We got what was his name? Ivan Stenberg. That guy's gross. Ivan Stenberg in the SHL, in the Swedish top league. Pretty much pro. It's like the KHL, but for Swedes. 32 points in 39 games. Exactly, yeah. Thinking of the future. This guy knows. This guy knows ball. So yeah. Ivan Stenberg might go first. Gavin McKenna, you know, had that whole bit. But I still think McKenna goes one. But we'll see. But then we got Keen Verhoff, right-handed defenseman from North Dakota. Guy is a stud. He's gonna be a top player in this league for years to come, in my opinion. If all goes well. And his development goes well. Keen Verhoff, so good. He was gross. He only played a bit in the World Juniors. Like he wasn't a top, but I believe he scored a really, really good goal, a really nice goal, in the semifinals when they lost. And yeah, so the top 3 in the draft is so good, but then it kind of falls off a bit. With Chase Reed, Albert Smith, Carson Karros. Carson Karros is good. He's had a really good year. Ethan Belchez, unfortunate. I scouted him heading into the OHL. Guy's gross. Unfortunately, he got injured a couple days ago. Really unfortunate. But if you scroll down a bit, you'll see this guy named Pearson Boyan. He's committed to college next year, I believe, to Penn State. He was a bit undersized heading into the OHL. He's not on the taller side, but you know. What do you think the Flames need to do to rebuild and get back to the Iginla days? Hey, now that's a question. I think you have to just start fresh. You know, I really think you have to start fresh. Sell today. You know, you have a future. You really have a future. You got Zane Perrick, who's gross. He's gonna be. I think he's gonna be insane. His development has hindered a bit, but I think he'll pop off again. You have Dustin Wolf, sorry, who you signed, I believe, 7x7. And yeah, their team is gross, but they just gotta figure out some holes, right? Like Morgan Frost is so solid, Matt Coronado, but like if you could trade Backlund, trade Blackman, Backlund, Coleman, Kadri, flip Olimata, who you just got, trade Zach Whitecloud, and you have Hunter Bruisewitz, probably butchered his name, as future. Yeah, these guys, like you have a solid future. You just got to trade a lot, like 5 guys, maybe. Like Whitecloud has to go. Whitecloud, Coleman, and Backlund for sure have to go. I think you trade those guys today. Olimata, you have to flip. You have to flip him. Kind of just what like Dubas did last year with Luke Shen. You acquire Luke Shen to trade him for a 2nd-round pick. I think that's what you got to do. Mangiapane just got traded by the Oilers. Manji's nice. Manji was nice back in Calgary. He was nice. And yeah, like he was a good player. But let's see the Calgary let's see the Flames farm team. Like their prospects. I'm not sure it's the best, but they have picks, right? They got 3 2nd-round picks. Yeah, they got Ethan Wittenbach. Solid. They got Luke Misa. I mean, Cullen Potter. Cullen Potter's a name to watch. Cole Retchney. I want everyone to remember that name. Cole Retchney. We'll see what he pans out to be. He could be a top 6 guy. Cullen Potter, very underrated guy. I believe he was drafted in the 1st round last year. I just want to double check that. Yeah, late first. So first pick, 1st round, 32nd pick. We'll see what happens there. And yeah, again, their future isn't the brightest, but they have key pieces, right? They have Zane Perrick, like I said, Matvei Gridin, pretty solid player, Cole Retchney, Cullen Potter, Hunter Bruisewitz, Ethan Whitbach, Samuel Honzik got injured. Pretty good. Henry Muse, solid player, right? So their future isn't horrible, right? But if they could trade a lot of these guys, like I said, who did I say? Blake Coleman, Michael Backlund, Olimata, and Zach Whitecloud. If they could trade some of those guys, 2 out of those 4 guys, maybe even 1. If you could trade Backlund or Coleman, Might be able to get a first. Probably not, though. But you get a couple second, third round picks. Everything's vibes. We need Johnny Hockey back. Rest in peace, Johnny. Guy was a stud. Guy had a huge 7-time All-Star. Rest in peace. He for sure would have made the Olympic team. 1,000%. It is really unfortunate. But, no, there's no but. It's really unfortunate, but we need a Johnny Hockey back. The guy was such a stud. Also, per sources, Toronto, if they were to trade McMahon, they would want picks in a trade, and they'd rather not extend him if they were, like, you know what I mean? Like, so Toronto prefers the picks expected in a trade return for McMahon over an extension. If they don't trade him, they'll revisit the whole thing in the summer. That is what I'm hearing. So we'll see what happens. Hey, W's in the chat, baby. W's in the chat. Hey, G moms, baby. Oh, what a great day. What a great day to be alive when you see G moms in the chat. Wow. So we'll see what happens. I love talking prospects. I love talking all that stuff. But yeah, this draft itself isn't the highest, but there are some young studs that have hindered their development a bit. But some of the second round picks could jump up a bit. Pearson boy Adam Valentini. Valentini was a stud in his junior career. And yeah, everything's just everything's great. I love the deadline day. It's just a splendid time to be alive. And yeah, rehash David Jiricek for Bobby Brink. First trade of the day. John Carlson last night, absolute shocker. I was with my boys, and I see that. We're playing Chell. I'm like, what? For a first and a third? Kind of crazy. So we'll see what happens there. But that's just like, it's a shock to many just because John Carlson he's a legend in Washington. He's a legend. I think he holds most records, if not all of the records, for the defenseman in Washington history, which is kind of crazy. 17 years with them, leadership on and off the ice, and apparently he was sleeping when he found out about the trade. Like, he woke up this morning and he's like, what? It was kind of crazy. But yeah, so bit of a crazy scenario over there that's unfolding, or unfolded in our eyes late last night. Let me just got a charge. See if that works. There we go. All right, we're vibing. But yeah, Calgary Flames have a solid prospect pool. I wouldn't say it's top of the league, but it's solid, right? If you want to look at the top of the top farm systems, San Jose's is pretty solid. San Jose is definitely one of the best of the best. They got players. They got players. Like, Calgary Flames, don't get me wrong. They have a good prospect pool. Is it top 5? No. But it could be top 10. Definitely could be top 10. Let's look at the San Jose. The San Jose has been tanking for a minute. They've been tanking for a minute. And their prospect pool is ranked number 1 for sure. Right? You got Michael Misa, Igor Chinishov, Leo Salin-Wallison, Quentin Musty, Philip Bystead, and they still got younger guys on their team. Celebrini, Will Smith, who's the other guy? He was so good. Oh, they also got Yakov Askarov, the goalie. Who am I thinking of? It's not Philip Bystead. William Eklund. That's what I'm thinking of. William Eklund. Great player. Chicago, obviously, great farm system. Bedsy. Nazar. And then they drafted Frondell last year. Frondell's going to be gross. Like, he's gross. The Mammoth Loki have a gross farm team. Tisha Gimla, Caleb Desnoyer. Probably butchered that name. Dmitry Simashev, Daniel Boot, Maverick Lemereau. And then obviously their studs in Clayton Keller, Cooley, Dylan Gunther. They got a young squad. Team's gross. The Canadians, David Reinbacher, Michael Hage, and then obviously Jacob Fowler and the young guys, right? Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Gooley, Hudson. Listen, that team's gross. That team's going to be good for years to come. And the Red Wings also have a pretty good farm system. Carter Bear, Michael Brantig Nygaard, Sebastian Casa, Trey Augustine. Like, their goalie prospects, oh, buddy. Their goalie prospects are gross. They're gross. Hey! Gilly's in the chat, baby. Gilly's in the chat. Check it out. Shout out Gilly. Such a great guy. On and off the ice. Great guy. Great guy. Hosted movie nights. Planned events. Just always such a well-rounded guy. Picked me up from the airport a couple days ago at like 1 a.m. Just all outstanding guy. Just a stud of a human being. And yeah, just wow. So welcome Gilly. It's great to see you in the chat. Straight vibes for you. Hey boys, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. We might get some fans on Instagram. The deadline ends at 4 p.m. I believe, so it's gonna be a long day. Again, like I said, most trades happen at the middle to end part of the day. I think it'll start kicking up around 1 p.m. if I had to say. There'll be smaller trades, maybe even a big trade coming soon. Again, I'll keep you guys updated, but yeah, the actual deadline ends at, I believe, 4 p.m. Oh, it's 3 p.m. I thought it was 4 p.m. So 3 p.m. NHL deadline, and obviously trades twinkle through roughly from 3 to 4 because it's a lot of backlog and they have to approve the trades. But usually you cannot send a trade in past 3 p.m. So a lot of trades are sent in, the GM scramble, They're doing so many things. So you cannot send a trade in until after 3 p.m. And then that's when trades get announced, get approved, on all that stuff. So it's gonna be a fun day. A lot of buyers, a lot of sellers. The tank is on. Tank is on. It's gonna be a great day. I used to love you. I used to love you. You were never my girl. It was just my turn. But yeah. Let's go into our predictions. Let's go into our predictions. Who we got traded. You'll see a bit of them on the screen right here. Starting off, we got Jason Robertson. I think he stays. Like, he's too talented, and Dallas is obviously, Dallas is obviously just a stud, right? So Dallas is a winning team, right? So I don't think they sell him, right? Like, there obviously is that bit that he won't re-sign, or that he doesn't have, or they don't have the cap space to re-sign him. So we'll see what happens there. But like I said, I don't think they trade him. But if he were to get traded, the three teams I have are Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh has the assets, the draft picks, and some prospects to trade for him. Toronto, big market. They have the cap, I believe. And they might not have the prospects, but they just got a first. So they could trade a couple picks for him. And maybe like they'd probably have to trade Nyes for Robertson in a deal. So whoever said will the Leafs trade Nyes, I think it's the only case they trade Nyes. And Detroit's gross. They have the prospect pool to trade for him. And they have immediate help as well. But at the end of the day, I think he stays. There were a lot of reports that they might trade him. I think he stays. Then we got Elias Patterson. Again, I think he stays again. His contract is too big. He's underperforming for the past couple of years. And trading for a guy like that with that contract, again, he's still a great, really talented player, but we'll see what happens. But if you were to get traded, I see Montreal and Carolina. Carolina is just too good. Carolina has the things that they need to trade for someone like that. So we'll see what happens. In Montreal, like I said before, or no, I didn't say that. Montreal also has the prospects to trade for him. They have the room. They have the team for Elias Patterson to succeed in. Someone I didn't put in here is Patrick Laine. Patrick Laine could use another change of scenery. It's unfortunate how his career has gone, but he just needs to find the right place. And the one team I do have him going to that would be a good fit for him would be Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh doesn't really need him. Like, their top six is pretty set. They got Yegor Chinnikov, who's been really good. But I believe Patrick Laine could fit. How old is he? 29, 30s. Yeah, I don't think he fits in the Dubas timeline. And guys, this might be NHL trade deadline, but Geno Smith has just been released by the Raiders. Kind of crazy. He's on a massive contract last year. They released him, so they're starting fresh at QB. I just wanted to let everyone know. Moving on, we got Vincent Trocheck. Apparently, they might not trade him, but we'll see what happens there. He was really good for Team USA, face-off legend, PK legend. But I could see him go to Minnesota. But we'll see after they just traded for Bobby Rink. Now, Robert Thomas. Robert Thomas is the big name trade guy. He's under contract for the next couple of years. And like I said, the teams that will have to trade for him are the teams that have the prospect pool. They have the picks. And those teams I see are Utah, Detroit, and Montreal. Those teams are fully able to trade for him. I do think he goes to Utah or Detroit. But if I had to pick, it would be Utah. Utah could really, really use a nice Robert Thomas. Now we have Stammer. You know, a lot of people will be like, why would he accept the trade to Tampa? They did him dirty. Ever since he left Tampa, he hasn't been that guy. And Tampa would have to retain a lot. Nashville would have to retain because Tampa doesn't have the salary cap. But I think it would make it work. Tampa would make it work. Tampa would love to see a reunion. I think, and that would be nice for hockey fans. Now we have Alex Tuck on a Buffalo team that has overexceeded expectations. They are, what are they? They're 6th in the league, right? 2nd in their division, 6th in the league. And I don't think they sell an Alex Tuck type of guy, right? I think he's too valuable for the squad. So we'll see what happens there. So I think he stays. I generally think he stays. As you can see here, no predictions there. Now a bit off the screen, you won't be able to see, but we have Ryan O'Reilly. Ryan O'Reilly's an interesting guy. I believe he's a free agent next year, so he has another year on his contract. And the one team I do have him going to is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh probably lost Malkin for the next couple games after last night. Bad slash by Gino. Can't be doing that. And you don't have Crosby for the next couple weeks. So Ryan O'Reilly, slot into the center role. They need someone to win a faceoff. They have not been able to win faceoffs since Crosby's gone down. They've lost every single game since. Or, sorry, not every single game. They lost a lot of faceoffs. I think they lost a majority of faceoffs in every game since the return of the Olympic break. And Pittsburgh really needs a center. Jordan Kyrou. I see him going to Boston and the Kings. Kings have lost Fiala and they just lost Kuzmenko. I know Jordan Kyrou could fit in there nicely. They just traded for Panarin. And if they could trade for Jordan Kyrou, would be nice. The San Jose Sharks have just announced that they have re-signed Alex Nedeljkovic to a 2-year, $3 million AAV contract. Hey, it's not the news we wanted, but it's news that Sharks fans would like. All right? We'll just say that. Then we have Kadri. Kyrou. Also, Boston. Boston's been doing pretty well. Let's see them real quick. Boston's in a playoff spot. They're fighting for the wild card, but they can also jump into the division. Right? They're at 73 points. Division's at 77. 21 games remaining. A nice buy, a nice sell. Like I think they buy. And Jordan Kyrou could be the guy that they buy for. The next guy we have is Nazem Kadri, and the only team I have him going to is Colorado. A nice reunion there as well. We'll see how they make that work. I believe they have roughly $8 million in cap. So they could fit in a nice Nazem Kadri. Right? They just traded for Brent Kulak to tighten up their D. They use Kadri back in the top 6, middle 6. Hey, never say never. Have sense. Brock Besser has always been. Like he quoted. It's not an NHL trade deadline if my name's not in the rumors. right? So, again, I think he stays. I think it'd be really funny if he stays again. But that's just my prediction. I think he stays. If he were to go to a team, let's say maybe the Islanders. Buffalo could look at him. Anaheim just traded for John Carlson. Maybe Edmonton. Edmonton doesn't have cap. Vegas would be interesting. Seattle could be nice. That would be interesting. But yeah, in my opinion, I think he stays. Then we got Braden Shen. He's on St. Louis. What's my prediction for Braden Shen? I think he stays out west. Braden Shen could go to Minnesota. I think that could fit him well. But I think Minnesota needs defensemen a bit. I know they just traded Dave Jiricek, but they need like a win now in defenseman. You know what I mean? Shane Wright. Now Shane Wright, if you ask any GM, any team, who fits him, it would be Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh needs a center. He fits through his timeline. He's a young guy. He hasn't gone into his full potential with Seattle. So I think Pittsburgh, if they were to trade for someone, Shane Wright has to be the guy. Or Dawson Mercer as well. They all fit Dubas' timeline. Young guys haven't fully built up to their expectations or their potential. And yeah, Shane Wright would be perfect for Pittsburgh. Bobby McMahon, the big name in Toronto coming out. Where do I begin? I think he gets traded. Do I get? You could get traded for a first even. Who could trade for him? Maybe Columbus. They're fighting for a wild card spot. They're even fighting for the division spot. Columbus could use him. Montreal, Buffalo, Detroit, Dallas, Colorado, maybe even San Jose. The 3 points back of a wild card spot. They have 2 games in hand. And hey, never count them out. Never count them out. When you got Macklin Celebrini at the realm. The head of the realm. Now we got the big Doug. We got big Dougie Hamilton. We're going to defenseman. Dougie Hamilton. There's been a lot of rumors he's been scratched a couple times. You might get traded. We'll see what happens there. But like I said, Minnesota could use him. Minnesota would be nice. I would say Anaheim, but Anaheim just traded for John Carlson. Seattle, you got Utah. A bit off topic here. Edmonton, their defense is kind of nice. Defense is kind of nice. I'll say. They got Matisse, Ekholm, and Bouchard have been a great pair. Right? I think you moved Darnell Nurse down to the third line. Right? They got Brent. No, they just traded Brent Kulak. Sorry. They traded for Connor Murphy. They have Ty Emberson. They still have Jake Wallman. So the defense is kind of nice. Very underrated. Oh, sorry. Blue Jackets also traded for Connor Garland. Sabres, Logan Stanley and Luke Shen. Listen, last night was kind of crazy. It's kind of hectic. So many trades have gone down recently. I can recap all of them. So we'll see what happens. It'll be great to figure out and recap everything. But yeah, Edmonton's defense is low-key kind of nice. And if you could play, like, listen, that Darnell Nurse contract isn't the best, but I think he could really succeed. Who said that? I think it was Mbon. Said that Darnell Nurse on the third line could help him play 15 to 18 minutes a game on that third line after that Connor Murphy trade. Would be good. It would be nice. It would be nice. Justin Falk. Now Justin Falk's a name. That's a name. Minnesota could use him. Vegas could use him. Listen, Vegas. That the Western Conference. Sorry, the Pacific, I should say. Is just that's a division. The Pacific Division wouldn't stand a chance in the Eastern. I don't think any of them would have a playoff spot, which I saw, which is kind of crazy. None of them have a playoff spot if they were to be if they'd be in the East. That Pacific Division alone. Vegas has 72 points. Anaheim has 71. Edmonton has 68. Those are the leaders of the Pacific Division. None of them would be in a playoff spot in the East, which is kind of crazy. Especially when you look at Vegas's roster, their team. It's kind of crazy. Same with Edmonton. Edmonton's usually a nice regular season team, hounding the playoffs. Like right now, like you'd see Edmonton winning the next, how many games? They have 20 games left. They'd probably win the next 12, 13 games. Go on a heater, finish first or second in that division. Then they play the Kings. You know how it goes. So that Pacific Division is not the best, but the way I see Justin Falk going to Vegas, I would have seen it would have been nice for him to go to Anaheim, but they got a better player in John Carlson. And if you look at the East, Boston could it's a nice piece for Boston. The Islanders. I don't see Pittsburgh trading for a older defenseman. Like Dubas is very sharp on his timeline and all that stuff. Like yes, Penguins are in a playoff spot, but he won't buy for this year when he's busy on the retool itself, right? Because I don't think this team itself is going to be good for the years to come. They have the aging core, but they also have some solid players. But I don't see Dubas messing up with that timeline. Then we got Bowen Byram. Now this is a trade Dubas can make. Buffalo has bought 2 defensemen yesterday, Logan Stanley and Luke Schenn. Right? They have 4 younger defensemen. Rasmus Dahlin, Owen Powers, Byram, Radim Merker, who they drafted last year. And now they have Logan Stanley and Luke Schenn. Right? That's 6. Radim Merker's not in the NHL right now. But that's a lot of NHL defensemen right there. Right? The odd man out would probably be Bowen Byram. And the prediction I have is Dubas should go after him. Same with New Jersey. Jersey should go after him. He's a younger-ish guy. Hasn't reached his full potential. How old is Bowen Byram? Bowen Byram he's only 24. He fits Dubas' timeline perfectly. You look at the Igor Chinnikov trade. Yegor Chinnikov. I forgot how he likes his name pronounced. And yeah, like I think I don't know the phrase, but an like someone who hasn't reached his potential yet. Nice change of scenery. Pittsburgh could give that to him. All that stuff. Would be nice for Pittsburgh to get him. Same with Jersey. Jersey would be nice. It would be a good fit for Jersey. A younger guy, yes, Jersey's probably selling. Where are they at? They have 64 points in 62 games. But Bowen Byram isn't a buy now piece. It's more of a think for the future type of guy. 24 years old. Listen, I don't think Jersey's going to be bad next year. I think they come back, make the playoffs next year. So getting a piece for next year would be good. Now we go into goalies. See, goalies are hard at the deadline. You know, you don't see a lot of goalie trades mid-year. Obviously, you got the Jari for Stuart Skinner. And I do actually have Stuart Skinner on here as well. So we'll see how that turns out. But the first goalie I have is Sergei Bobrovsky. Listen, Florida's not making the playoffs this year. Florida's not making the playoffs this year. They got to sell. They don't have their first-round pick. Their first-round pick is top 10 protected. Right now, you trade Bobrovsky, you can get a solid return. Yes, he is a UFA. And I would say, Edmonton, this guy has beaten you 2 straight years in the playoffs. But their cap right now is just, and that Jari trade just didn't work out for them. I would love Bobrovsky to go to Edmonton. There's no fit for him. But Bobrovsky, Vegas could use a nice goalie. I don't know their cap situation. Vegas could use him. But, like, it's hard for a contender because most contenders have a solid goalie in the realm. Vegas, though, they got Aiden Hill, Carter Hart. Who else am I missing? Like, they're solid goalies. But Bobrovsky in the playoffs just takes over. So I'd love to see Vegas go after him. Montreal wouldn't make sense. Islanders wouldn't make sense. Pittsburgh wouldn't make sense. Obviously, Carolina wouldn't make sense. Maybe Detroit. Maybe Buffalo. But I think Vegas makes the most sense, depending on their cap situation, how they can make that work. Same with Binner. Binner's under contract for the next year. We'll see what happens there. Binner's an interesting situation because he played the Four Nations last year. He played really well. Olympics, I thought he played pretty well. I think he held Canada in that game, but obviously you head back to St. Louis. You look at his stats. He has an 860, 870 save percentage. Obviously not the best. So that's frustrating and annoying to see how that plays out. I think he stays, and same with Stuart Skinner. I don't know where Stu goes. I saw this bit where you trade Stuart Skinner back to Edmonton for Jari in a first. The way that Stuart Skinner has been playing recently. You'll see probably an 880 save percentage with Pittsburgh, but his last 10 or so games, he definitely has like a 9 something, right? His first couple games with Pittsburgh did not go well. I think he lost his first 3 games. He had like an 820. That would be ridiculous. But like an 850, 860 save percentage. It's definitely climbed a lot since. He's held them in some games. But I don't see him going anywhere. The goalies are, again, they're hard to predict where they go because most contenders already have a solid goalie. But yeah, that's where I see that's my trade deadline targets per se. So we'll see what happens there. Hey, why don't we make that graphic? Let's make that graphic, shall we? Let's take a gander at that. It was 1 for 1. Sidney Crosby, biggest bust ever. I don't know. To some, I don't know about that one. Well, hey, only time will tell. He's still kind of young, so he's still pretty young. We'll look back on that take and we'll see how that ages. Listen, Ben Kindle will not be traded. He's He's one of the better players on Pittsburgh. Yeah, he's not getting traded, especially to the Flyers. God forbid. Yeah, so a lot of you might know I'm a Penguins fan, so we'll see how today goes. But yeah, he's not going there. Good bit though, good bit. I respect the bit. I respect it. Yeah, we're just making a graphic right now for the Bobby Brink trade. Ben Kindle traded to the Flames for a bag of chips. Listen, you know, if there was one person that would announce that, it would be me. But that didn't happen. So listen, that would never happen. Listen. It's a funny bit. It's a good bit. I won't lie. Oh, and a second round pick. Okay, wait. So was it Ben Kindle and a second, or was it Ben Kindle for a bag of chips and a second round pick? You let me know. Hey, apparently I'm not the trade breaker here. So you let me know on that aspect. All right. Oh, different trade. Oh, different trade. So where's the second round pick? Where's the second round pick come into play? Hey, again, you gotta let me know here. Ben Kindle to the Schmucks, baby. Yes, sir. Ben Kindle to the Schmucks. Give it to me. We need it. We need it now. He can really help us. Shout out to Schmucks. Shout out Avi. He's part of the Schmuck line. He's a guy. He's a guy. Oh, the second was for Newton. Shout out Newton in the chat. Shout out Big N. Gotta love him. Shout out Big N. You gotta love him. If you're only getting a second round pick for Newton, that's a steal and a half. All right, he might be aging, but I won't allow it. That's a steal and a half. That's a steal. Hey boys, We got 11 people in the chat. Everyone shout out the 11 people. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining. This is going to be a great day. A lot of people have heard me say that already. It's going to be a great day. 11 viewers. 11 viewers. I think we peaked. We peaked something like that last year. So I appreciate everyone in this chat being here. We're just trying to make everyone happy. I'm just trying to make a what's it called? I'm trying to make a graphic right now. Post it on the nice Instagram. Come out of the hiatus, as you could say. So we'll see what happens there. But all right, now we're at 2 viewers. All right, hey, love to see it. Love to see it. Hey, that shit happens. That happens. You know, can't make everyone happy. It's a long day, so we'll see a lot of fluctuation there. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We got 2 viewers right now. Listen, I respect everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. All right. We got news alert. News alert. Hey. As long as Tunny does as long as treat her right, that's all that matters to me. But she is married. She has 2 kids, so we'll see what happens there. Hey, there were 11 people. There were 11 people here at one point. I want everyone to know there were. I wasn't BSing. You know, if I was BSing, I'd say, yo, there was 100 people in this live. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of hectic. You know, so much chat, so much everything. Listen, I wouldn't lie about 11 people, and I'm so thankful for the 11 people that were in here. You know, people are busy. It's Friday. They got work. It's a long day. Everyone's just waiting for the weekend. If I got 11 people in this chat watching me, out of everyone, that's a blessing, you know, and that's amazing to see. It's amazing to hear, and you gotta love that. And I'm happy that everyone has everyone who was watching. Hope they have a great day. And guys, yo, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, because Twitter you'll see all the trades going down. If you're not watching the live. If you're not watching the live, you'll see the Twitter notifications, you'll see everything. So yeah. Hey guys, this is going to be a great day. I want everyone to know. I don't know how many times I have to say it. It's going to be a great day. I love talking. I can't wait I can't wait for the big trades. We can just go ham. Whatever happens is going to be great. All the picks that go flying around, all the trades, all the trade rumors even. You know what? Let's see what we got going on. See what we got going on. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a splendid day at the helm. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we got Connor Garland traded last night. Come here. What do you think of the bar fight situation? I'm assuming you're talking about McKenna. Should the charges have been dropped? Yes. Yes, I am. I believe that from a certain there's a point where someone crosses a line. Yes, getting into a fight when you're a top rated prospect, you're in a new country, you're living abroad for school and to play hockey. There is a line where you have to be like compliant, but when it comes to harassment at an establishment, whether it was a bar, a restaurant, whatever it was, after a hockey game, listen, I'm not like Penn State lost that game. Doesn't mean like you should be frustrated. Yes, you could be frustrated, but you shouldn't like release your anger on that, right? But when your whole family's there, you're with your mom, you haven't seen your mom, your family in months, maybe. Like his family lives in, was it Yukon? Not Yukon. No, they live out west in Canada, right? This guy lives in Pennsylvania, on campus, all that stuff. And when a guy's harassing you, like that's a different story. Like if he's just harassing you, then like, okay, whatever. Like you should leave. You leave the bar. You leave the restaurant, wherever he was. You leave that, and you don't blink an eye, right? But then when you bring in your mom, this guy's harassing his mom, calling her a derogatory word, multiple times, saying a bunch of stuff. Then he leaves the restaurant because he wants to get away from it. He wants to get away from all this. He's like, yeah, let's just leave, whatever. This guy is being a nuisance, whatever. Then this guy follows him outside, waits for him, says it more, gets it in his mom's face. Listen, like a nice punch to the face, you know, standing up for the mom. If I'm an NHL GM, I like that, you know, standing up for your loved ones. If you're on the ice, stand up. You stand up for your teammates, right? That's how I see it. Should the charge been dropped? Yes. I really thought the charge would have been dropped from the beginning when that report came out. Those charges usually don't stand. He'll probably get fined. He'll probably have to do community service. Now, if the charges weren't dropped, then his draft status would have changed a lot because of visa issues. If you have a felony charge on your record, you're not able to travel in and out of Canada and or the US, right? So for him, he's got to be really thankful that the charge dropped. I'm not saying he did the right thing, but I think he did the most proper thing, if one could say that, right? So we'll see what happens, or not. We'll see what happens. I think he did the right thing, to a certain extent, right? But you should never let your feelings throw away your future, sort of thing. So it's great for him to think that way, and he should be thankful that the charges were dropped. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I appreciate the question. Hey everyone, drop questions. I'll read them out. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I'm here till 2. Yeah, I'm here till 2. Oh, we got another trade. It's a smaller trade, but the Flyers have acquired forward Brent Harrison and defenseman Jackson Edward from the Bruins in exchange for Alexin Gendron, and Massimo Rizzo. It's more of a AHL trade / depth. So yeah, not the trade that everyone wanted to see, but it's a trade that needed to happen. So yeah. Baby, this is what you came for. Guys, we're vibing. Everyone's friends, family members, dogs, everyone. Tell everyone to tap in. Tell everyone you know to tap in. Even if they don't know hockey, show some love, show some support, repost it, subscribe, do whatever you can. Just help us vibe. Help us vibe. This is gonna be a great time. Guys, we have a trade. Nick Foligno is getting traded from Chicago to Minnesota, per sources. That's our third trade already. Guys, this is vibes. We have Foligno to Minnesota. Nick Foligno to Minnesota. We'll see what the return is, but we have Nick Foligno to the to the Minnesota Wild. Hey. It's gonna be a great day. Last night, we also have David Perron to Detroit for a 4th round pick. Nick Foligno to the Minnesota Wild. Thoughts on Dubas? Big fan of his. Love Kyle Dubas. I thought what he's been doing has to Pittsburgh has been great. In the beginning, it was kind of worrisome. I still love the Erik Karlsson trade. I will stand on that. I think it needed to be done, and we only traded 1 first for him. The dude gets traded every year. Facts. Hey, he's that guy. He's a nice bottom 6 forward. Plays on the PK. Whatever job needs to be done, he could do it. But yeah, Dubas. That first year or two was very sketchy. The Jari re-signing, it had to be done. There was no goalie market that year. Yeah, you could have traded for John Gibson, but from what I remember, that asking price was kind of crazy. So yeah, but Dubas, ever since that, he's been doing really well. Traded for Rekha McGorty, traded Jake Gensel for Ville Koivunen, a second, Cruz Lucius, all those people. He's got so much asset management in this past, I saw a report that he's already made something like 40-something trades with Pittsburgh, which is crazy. And he's only been in the job for 2 to 3 years. Kind of crazy. But yeah. Signing Anthony Mantha, Brazeau, those guys, plus the Yegor Chinnikov trade that's completely changed his career trajectory. He's on a pace for, in an 82 games since getting traded to Pittsburgh, he's on a pace for like 35 plus goals, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, he's done a lot of trade, like that Stuart Skinner trade. Stuart Skinner. Sorry, trading Tristan Jarry, no retention, and Samuel Poulin for Stuart Skinner, Brett Kulak, and a second, without retaining anything, was great asset management. 1, and 2, getting rid of that contract was splendid. Stuart Skinner is a free agent after this year. Then you trade Brett Kulak for Samuel Girard and another second. So you're pretty much trading Jarry for Skinner, Sam Girard, and 2 seconds. That's insane asset management. He's been doing really well. Kieran Crosby trade for a 6th and a 7th in 2028. Can you confirm? I cannot confirm. That will never happen. Good bit though. Not good bit. It was a good one. It was El Rage bait. I'll say El Rage bait. And yeah, I'll keep you updated on everything. Yeah, it's confirmed. Nick Foligno is headed to Minnesota. Oh, we've already been here for an hour and a half. And we've got 3 trades. Hey, starts off slow, it will start heating up. We got Nick Foligno trade. Everything's gonna happen at once. Not at once, sorry. Also, non-hockey news. The Vikings are reconstructing Justin Jefferson's contract to clear salary cap. You want to say that, you know? It might be NHL trade deadline day, but there's other news in sports that is happening. I'll say it. Listen, I'll break the news. I'll break any news possible. Thoughts on Colton Love's fantasy stock? Hey, according to Noam, round 3 pick. Listen, they traded DJ Moore. I think Loveland is going to do a lot better. But according to my fantasy record, and my history, I'm not the one to ask. All right. But I think it does help his fantasy stock for sure. But yeah, don't ask me. When it comes to fantasy, I'm not the guy to ask. I gotta change my mentality. I do. Guys, we're vibing. This is gonna be a fun time. This could be a good day. It's gonna be a great day. Yeah, we're a bit slumped. We're a bit tired. But we need that one trade. We need that one big trade. We need that one big trade to wake us all up. Right? That one big trade. It's going to be a great day. We need that one big trade to wake us all up. You know? It's kind of cold in here, I'm not going to lie. We're in the basement. It's cold in here. Listen, boys, everyone tell your friends, family, your friends' family, your friends' family, your friends' family, your family to share to their friends and family. Your dog, your cat, your bunny, your skunk, your raccoon, your everything. You know, just send it to everyone you know, everyone you've seen on the street. You walk by them listen to the live stream. Be like, hey, yo, tap in. You know what I mean? It's gonna be it's all vibes. It's all straight vibes. We got music in the back. You just gotta hear me talk. It's just straight vibes, dude. It's a great time to be alive. If you're not living, what are we doing? If you're not tuning into this, what are we doing? It's vibes, straight vibes. Ugly, yeah. Guys, everyone lock in. Lock in. At 12 o'clock, you're going to see what food I have upstairs. I'll be gone for a bit. By a bit, I mean like 5 minutes. Maybe more, maybe less. But yeah, we're vibing now. We're vibing. Stretch a bit. You know, you gotta stretch. You gotta stretch to succeed. Right? If you're not stretching, you're not winning. You know. Oh! We have surpassed an hour and a half. Listen, if I could do a 24-hour stream of just, I should have done that. Thinking back on it, I should have done a 24-hour. Should have started from 1 p.m. No, I should have started from like 4 p.m. yesterday. Sorry, 3 p.m. yesterday to 3 p.m. today. That's what I should have done. And yeah, like I should have done that. It would have been cool. Maybe I'll do it next year. You know, just a straight 24-hour stream. It's been a long week though. You know, I haven't gotten much sleep. My boy's back in town, so that's been great. Just came back from Oklahoma. Didn't get much sleep there. So yeah, like it's just straight vibes. Straight awesomeness. And yeah. Just hey, listen, I do this for you guys. You know, this is amazing. I love to be here, being able to talk hockey. It's all amazing. It's all a blessing. And I hope all of you tune in, tap in, and just vibe. It's really all I ask. So Nick Foligno to Minnesota for future considerations. Right? That's what we have. Let's post that. Really hold it down. Hey boys, tap in. I want to answer some questions. I want to talk shop. Let's talk some shop, eh? It's a great day. It's a great day to be a hockey fan. I see you got that new Mercedes. I might let you. I see you got that new Mercedes. I might let you drive me crazy. All right, we have a bit of breaking news. Evgeny Malkin will have a hearing. Evgeny Malkin will have a hearing today for the Slash. Hey, Jay Roth, still here, baby. You gotta love to see it. You love to see it. I love to see it. I'm glad you're still here. You're vibing and thriving. I'm happy. That's all I could ask for. And yeah, if you could tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell your friends, tell me, all that stuff. We'll see what happens. But if we could get hey, I'm happy with the 2 viewers I have right now. I'm happy. I like to see it, but I love getting asked questions. So if we could get more people in the chat, it'd be amazing. But yeah, I'm happy for the 2 people. If there's 1 person in here, I'm happy. Hey, even if I'm talking to myself, I'm still happy. It's just, I gotta live. I gotta vibe, and the only way to live is to vibe. You gotta be happy. So I'm vibing right now. I'll be more vibing if we got more viewers, but right now I'm vibing. And to me that's all that matters. I'm here. I'm kicking it back, just talking shop. Yeah, I gotta love the questions in the chat. And yeah, shout out J Roth, great guy, splendid, always hosts, always cooks food. Yeah, just a splendid individual. No allegedly. Greatest guy on earth. The guy's a splendid human being. There's no alleged. Zero alleged. Great vibes in here. That's all that matters. You know, we're just vibing. We're vibing and thriving. We're vibes. It's just straight vibes in here. Straight vibes in the chat. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. That's what we love to see. Straight vibes. Yeah, this guy knows. J. Roth, greatest player of all time. Behind Crosby. Behind Crosby. You gotta state that. You gotta state that. Kidding. Gretzky's obviously the best, allegedly. But yeah, boys, we're vibing. We're thriving. Everything's amazing. Everything's amazing here. We got the smile on the face. We got puck rumors going around and around and around and around. And all you got to do is tap in. You'll get everything all at once. You'll know all the news, all the updates, everything. Everything is just splendid. That's all that needs to be said. I'm going to go away for 5 minutes. I just got to get some food. I woke up and I was like, hey, it's time to live stream. It's time to lock in. So give me 1 second. I'll be back in a very, very, very split second. We are back. Who's back? We got light mucks. Couldn't find much, but we got light. Mucks. That's all that matters. Yo, boys, hit the subscribe button. Start vibing. We are back. There we go. We are back. We're back in this bitch. We're back. We got some Jello, popcorn, and water. Couldn't really find much. But like I said, it is so damn cold in here. I'm trying to warm it up somehow. But yeah, we got the vibes in here. We got a lot of wires going on here. A lot of wires here. I don't want to short circuit everything. Anything really. But yeah. We're about to surpass 2 hours on here. So we'll see. We'll see about the whole fuss. We'll see about everything. It's all vibes here. Guys, tap in. You know, we're waiting for more rumors to hear. Like, hey, listen, if you want to hear one rumor, we got Danny DeVito. Tommy DeVito, sorry. Tommy DeVito, 2-year, $7 million with the Pats. 7.4 to be exact. 7.4 to be exact. Crosby has returned to practice. Big news, everyone. Crosby has returned to practice. Might go live soon on Instagram as well. Bring some guests in. Last year's trade deadline here was great. It was actually great. We vibed all day. Oh! Trade! We got a trade! Corey Perry to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Corey Perry to the Lightning. Corey Perry. Corey Perry to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Hey, we got another trade. Corey Perry to the Lightning. I'm pretty sure they were working on an extension for Corey Perry. We'll see what LA's doing. But Corey Perry to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Just eating some Jello right now, if I'm being honest. Sometimes you need the sugar. You need to get that sugar up. You got to vibe. Don't have energy drinks. Don't drink coffee much. So we need to find it somehow. But yeah. Corey Perry to the Tampa Bay Lightning from LA. For those who are interested. And if you're probably here if you're interested. Guys. Straight vibes happening. Let's take you back to the time when we were so much in love. Guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. It really would. It would really, really help. Not this much. Not this much. There's more. So much. Just hit the button. Takes 2 seconds. Takes this little time, and it gives this much impact. So the Kings are getting a second round pick for Corey Perry. So it is Corey Perry for a second round pick. Wow. Corey Perry for a second round pick. Kind of vibes, not gonna lie. Let's make that graphic still. Woo! Guys, the boys are vibing. We got the Jello in the tummy. It's game over. Nothing can stop us. Kings got a lot of second round picks. They got second round picks on deck. Where's Tampa? Keep me coming. Keep me coming. Just making the graphic real quick. Don't mind me. But yeah, Corey Perry to the to Tampa for a second round pick is done deal. Hey, that's another trade. Smaller one, but keep them coming. Keep coming. Just can't take no more. All right, boys, girls, whoever's in here, let's keep vibing. We got great vibes in here. It's nice to see. It's just straight vibes all the time. Let's keep vibing, boys. Let's keep vibing. Let's keep vibing. That's all we need. We just need vibes in the chat. Vibes in the chat is how we keep going. Guys, how are we gonna feel alive? How are we feeling alive if the vibes aren't flowing? Like Coach Chippy says, you don't think, just flow. Just flow. Just flow. Just hey, 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 hey. Hey guys, we are gonna go live on Instagram soon. We're gonna go live on Instagram soon. And we're gonna bring some people in. So make sure you tap in on that as well. It's gonna be vibes. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Where the vibes at? Where's everyone watching from? That's the real question. Where are we all watching from? You know? We got people from Toronto. We got people from America, Sweden, Europe, where are we watching from? Where are we watching from? Yo, boys. Chats in the chat. Chats in the chat. Questions in the chat, baby. Chats in the chat. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Like I said, tell your friends. Tell your family members. Tune in. Tap in. Tap in. Straight vibes only. Yo, boys. I need vibes in here. Gotta post this on my story. Dude. Sometimes you hate TikTok. I'm just trying to post a... There we go. Chat. Lock in. Lock in. Just doing some stuff on socials right now. Vinny Trocheck is not going to Minnesota. I want everyone to know that. Per sources, he ain't going to Minnesota. Yo, everyone tap in. Like I said, friends, family, dog, cat, animal. We vibe. Guys, we're here till 2, maybe more. So, let's see what we can do here. See what we can do here. Vibes! 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 Fuck the deadline. Let's go straight off vibes. Kidding, bro. Kidding, boys. We're here. We're vibing. We're thriving. We could, what's it called? Hey, why not us, you know? Why can't we take over? Let's take over. Let's take over the sports scene. Let's take over everything. This is our day. Tellus.sports' day. Right down there. Tellus.sports. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. This is our day. Everyone in the chat, everyone who's been in the chat, everyone's chat who's been in the chat, this is our day. Now, let's see what we can do with the day. We have surpassed 2 hours. We've been up for a minute. Just vibes. You know? I wish honestly wish I knew how to stream better. Cause like, I don't know how to get Discord in here. I'd be sick if I could talk shop with some people. But I'm not sure how to do it. So we'll see what we can do there. Again, it's been a slower day so far. It's been a slower day. Yo, boys. Let's log in. All right. Let's just start talking. Let's start talking. So what we have so far, the three trades we had so far today. Unless you want to count the John Carlson one. We got Bobby Brink to Minnesota for David Yurchek. Kind of crazy trade. Kind of crazy if you think about it. Just because someone brought this up to me earlier. David Yurchek was traded a year ago for a first and a plethora of other picks. Right? They got a second, a third, and a fourth, I believe. So, Bobby Brink to Minnesota for David Yurchek. A change of scenery to Philly. Philly got a good player there. 6th overall pick in 2022. Bobby Brink on the other end. Very good, solid player. Middle 6 forward. Could help Minnesota very well. Then we got another Minnesota trade. Was Nick Foligno to Minnesota. And that was just for future considerations. And then we got Corey Perry to the Lightning. To the Tampa Bay Lightning. For a 2nd round pick. So, we got 3 trades so far. In the past 2 hours. And what is that? How does that help? How does that help? Because that's just the beginning. Alright? We're about to vibe. We about to vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna change this to not even NHL trade deadline coverage. I'm just gonna say vibes. Just straight vibes only. Because that's all we need. So everyone just tap in. You know, if you have friends that would join. But hey, talking's fun. Talking's fun. Gotta love talking. Especially talking hockey, talking shop. So yeah, let's see what we got here. Let's look at the rumors. You know. Well, let's see what I can do here. Let's see what I can do for you. All right. We only got 3 hours left, boys. We got 3 hours. We'll see what happens. If again, guys, if anything happens, it'll be posted on here. In addition, on Twitter and then Instagram. So, the order of how it posts. Give me a second. The order of how it posts, of how we post is, obviously I say it here first because that's my live reaction. We go on Twitter and then we post it on Instagram. That's what we do. That's how we do it. That's how we vibe. All right. So if there's a better way to do it, everyone just spam me in the chat. Spam in the chat. Because we're vibing. Shout out the one viewer here. Shout out the one viewer. I think we peaked at 11 so far. We peaked at 11. And we just gotta keep it that way. We somehow gotta keep it. We got the music in the back. Should I turn it up? Yo, chill, bro. I'm not that cute. Let's turn up the vibes. You know. Let's turn it up. And let's just start vibing. Screw it. What? Yeah. Hey, yo, if there's a trade, I'll let you know right now. But right now there's no trade right now, so now it's just time to vibe. What? Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I didn't go out last night. Well, I went out, but I didn't go party. There was no party last night. There was so much happening last night that we were supposed to go and then we didn't go and then we were supposed to go and then we didn't go. So much was happening. I wanted to bust down some moves but right now, maybe I had to save them. Maybe it was a blessing from God. You know, I had to bring the vibes here and not from last night, not to last night, but to here. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what I gotta do. I just gotta keep dancing. People pop in. They're like, oh shit, what's happening here? And we start vibing together. So there was no party for me to attend to. There's no party. The party never started. Or maybe it never ended, the way you think about life. You know what I mean? Like, the deadline starts and ends, right? But it doesn't really end. Or it doesn't really start. I don't know. So much confusion. I'm tired. I'm on 3 hours of sleep. We're on straight vibes right now. No coffee, no energy. We're literally on Jello. We're literally just ate Jello, and we're just vibing off the Jello. So, we'll see what we can do here, and how to entertain the people. But Josh, I appreciate you coming in here. I appreciate you showing the love. Yo, tell the boys on Discord to hop on here, ask questions about some puck, whatever you want to know. Hey, maybe if they just want to catch a vibe, tell them to pop in here. Are there any big trades I'm expecting right now? I hope so. You know, if you look here, you'll see Robert Thomas right there. I want him to get traded. I want Stammer here to get traded. You know, they're both on selling types of teams. Yeah, tell them all to get on. But I'd like the Penguins to make a trade. I don't know what they'll do. We'll see what happens there. But let's see what else. Like there's a lot of players that I want to see get traded. Like some young guys on not the best teams and all stuff like that. But I'm just here to vibe, you know. I'm just here to share information and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens on that aspect. But I'm excited. You know, I'm really excited to see what's going on. Okay, we got another trade. We got a trade. Vinny Hinostroza to the Florida Panthers from Minnesota for future consideration. So it really seems like Minnesota's making a lot of moves. There are going to be 3 trades today. 3. Maybe they're trying to clear some cap. Maybe trying to bring in a better guy. We'll see what happens. Hey, we're not stopping to talk. We can't stop talking. We can't be doing that. Yo, shout out Tony. Great guy. What else can I say about him? Guy won't stop talking. That's one thing. Guy doesn't stop talking. You know, but he's a great guy. Great guy. Been my best friend for a while, since high school. So shout out him. Shout out whatever he does. But yo, don't tell me to stop talking, alright? We're vibing. Then we go down together. We're just straight vibes. But yeah, we got a trade. Vinny Hinostroza to the Panthers for future considerations. Let's keep it vibing. And we got the World Baseball Classic on as well. Japan just beat the Chinese Taipei. Not sure how to pronounce it. 13-0 in 7 innings. Yeah, the friendly there's a mercy rule. All right, now we got an extension here. Jordan Eberle is signing an extension with Seattle. 2 years, $5.5 million extension. Guys, this is straight vibes right now. We're getting all the information. Like, I get the information, I spend it straight to you. You know, right now, I'm not even posting it on the socials. I'm not even posting. I'm standing up, phone's right there, straight vibes only. You know what I mean? Straight vibes. We're just vibing here. We're not on our phone. We're just talking to the people. We're talking to live. Straight vibes. Oh, this feels great. I should do this more often. I should really do this more often. Should I post it? Should I post it? Yo, you know what? Let me post it. Let me get on here. Let me tap in. Let me tap in here. All right, gents. All right. So how it works is I tell you the information live, then I go on Twitter, right? Then from Twitter I go to Instagram. Right? So that's how the posting works. Oh, for sure. I gotta post all of them. But right now, yo, I think a quick break, you know? I have to just vibe for a bit, you know? Yeah! Yeah, see, it's all vibes. Oh, this is it, boys. And you this? I'll show you. Just like that. Just like that. Woo! Can't be answering calls right now. Maybe I will. Hello? Doesn't matter. I gotta be locked in here. Nothing matters. Gotta be locked in. Spam call. What we got here? Yo, it's a massive slay right now. It is straight vibes. Yo, thank you all for tuning in. It's been great, and we're gonna keep going. We got a couple more hours here. And we got the music, and just good energy. It's just good energy. We're waiting on that big trade. I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep at night. Woo! Banger. We can skip this one. Oh. And I'm too clean. You told me get a job and you went where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect to open my big mouth. I want to be me. Is that not allowed? And I'm too clever. And I'm too fucking dumb. You hate it when I cry. This is that time of the month. And I'm too perfect to show you that I'm not. Yo, I need someone to tell me. I need someone to tell me if there's a big trade, what to do. Like, do I jump into the TV? Do I jump into the computer? Like, what do I do? You tell me right now. If there's a massive trade, I'll do something. I'll do something that I'm able to do, and not something that's like kind of fucked up. All right? Like, I'm not sure. I'm not that creative. I'm creative, but I'm not that creative. I gotta think of something. Cause I'm not high again, and nothing for love. Don't say hello, cause you're high again. Cause I'm too messy, and I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, and you asked where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect to open my big mouth. I want to be me. Is that not enough? All right. Let's talk some shop. Let's talk some shop. Let's talk some shop. Let's talk some shop. Actually, let's turn it up a bit. Let's talk some shop. What we got? What we got going on? All right. What we got going on here? Fat. You want me to do fat? We won't be doing that. Yo, this song. Shout out Josh. Shout out Josh for showing me the song. Shout out Josh. Shout out Josh for showing me this song. Hey! Shout out Josh for showing me this song. I think you showed me the song. Yo, what's going on, Shmully? Hey, I'm glad you made it, bro. We are vibing right now, talking some shop. The next Woj in the making. Hey, I don't want to be that. I don't like stealing. I don't like steal. I don't want to steal people. But if people found me and liked me and preferred me, we'll take it. We'll see what happens there. But we're just here for vibes. We're here to talk. Great energy. Just talk some puck. That's all that matters. Yeah, so what we got going on here, if you look at the corner right here, we got our ticket. Yo, it's 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. We got stuff to do today. Can't be doing that stuff. But we're here to talk hockey and not we're here to talk hockey and listen to music. That's pretty much what we're talking about. Yeah, but if you look right here, over there, that's where our predictions are. Obviously we have more under, but it won't let me show. But it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It is 5 o'clock somewhere. That's true. But yeah, we got Jason Robertson at the top. Probably the number one guy that could get traded. I don't think he will, as you can see, like somewhere up there. My first prediction is that he stays. Right? I think he stays. No doubt in my mind. Like I'd say it's a 95% chance that he stays. Right? If he were to get traded, the three places I see him get traded to is Pittsburgh, Toronto, and Detroit. I think Pittsburgh has the assets to trade for him. Toronto, I just think, I don't know. I think there's a fit with Toronto, and Detroit. I think Detroit and Pittsburgh are the best fits for him. Detroit's coming out of a rebuild. They want to win, and they have the assets for him. They have the picks and the prospects. Again, now the next one we have Elias Pettersson. Another one. I think he stays. I think his contract is too much for teams to want. So I do think he stays. But a team that I could see him go to is Montreal and Carolina. Montreal, why? Because they have the picks and the prospects, and the cap space. Carolina doesn't have the cap space, I don't think, but they can make it work, and there's always a way to make it work. Bro, the sports world does not want to see me drink. We are not drinking. We are not drinking. But hey, maybe we do. If there's a big trade, if the Penguins make a nice trade, maybe I'll take a shot. All right, I'll give you that. Next one we have Vincent Trocheck. I thought he would go to Minnesota, but there was a report that came out that he's not going to Minnesota. So just get rid of that. But another team I could see him get traded to is Buffalo or the Islanders. But I don't know if they'll trade inter-division. Especially they're kind of rivals. So we'll see what happens there. The big name on the block. They do? My bad. Hey, maybe they do. The big name on the block is Robert Thomas. He's under contract for the next 3-4 years. What is it, 26? So 26 to 27, 27 to 28, 28 to 29, 29 to 30, 30 to 31. So he's on contract for the next 4 to 5 years. 5 years. So his name has been all along. But they want a lot for him. Why? Because he's a really good player and he's under contract. Right? So only a team that has picks, the prospects, the cap space could go for him. The 3 teams are Utah, Detroit, and Montreal. Utah, I would love for him to go to. Utah has a young team. Clayton Keller, Logan Cooley, and Dylan Guenther. Their team's nice. If they can get Robert Thomas, their team's going to be nice for the next couple years. And they have a future still. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take maybe a couple firsts and definitely some prospects. Appreciate you, Shmuley, for joining in. Really appreciate it. Glad you're able to be here. So yeah, Utah, I think it would be a great fit. Same with Detroit and Montreal. I think Montreal would be able to. It would be a nice fit for them as well. But Utah, I think, is my number one choice for Robert Thomas. And next we have Stamkos. We got Stammer. He left Tampa after, they didn't want to give him the contract that he wanted, and all that stuff. Okay, fine. Okay, if the Penguins make a nice trade, I'll take a shot. All right, that's it. I said it. All right. Quote me, clip it, whatever you want. I'll take a shot. But yeah, okay. So Stammer, he's been on Tampa. He was on Tampa for his entire career. But they did him dirty at this, a couple years ago when they wouldn't give him his contract. Like, he's a Tampa legend. He was their captain. So yeah, now that he's on Nashville, and Nashville was going all in when they brought in Barry Trotz. They bought Brady Shea, Stamkos, Jonathan Marchessault, all in one day. Or all in like a 3-day span, right? Something like that. It was ridiculous. Everyone thought they're really gross. Like, they have Philip Forsberg, UC Saros, yeah. But then they couldn't catch. They didn't have the chemistry, and it all just went downhill. Now Stammer is on the trade block, and the one team I do have him going to is Tampa, right? Because Tampa's they're a good team. They're leading the division, and they could use him. It will take a bit because they have to retain. They probably have to retain 50% of his contract. But if there's one team that can make it work, it's probably Tampa, or Vegas, or Florida. But yeah, the 3 teams that can make it work. But Tampa's used to doing this. The next player I have is Alex Tuch. Great player, but I think he stays. Buffalo's winning. I don't think they'll move him. He's been great this year. He's been doing very well. Although he's a UFA at the end of the year, unrestricted free agent. I think he stays. Like, there's no point of selling if there's no point of trading him unless you get a better player in the trade. Like, unless you trade Alex Tuch for like Robert Thomas, right? Or Stamkos or Trocheck even. I think Trocheck would be a nice fit for them, but it would be interesting if they trade him. The next guys that you won't be able to see are Ryan O'Reilly. And although Ryan O'Reilly doesn't fit the timeline for Pittsburgh, I think it's what we need. And by we, I mean me as a Penguins fan. Ryan O'Reilly's good at the draws. And without Crosby for the next couple weeks, I mean, Crosby just returned to practice. But we'll see. And Malkin's probably going to get suspended for a couple games after last night. I think you need someone who could be on the draws, fit in the middle 6, and see where you go from there. The Canadians have circled back to Nazem Kadri, so there might be something there. Calgary might trade Kadri to the Flames. And that brings me to that next person. Nazem Kadri from Calgary. My prediction was Colorado, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's the Canadiens. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I think Nazem Kadri would be a perfect fit to go back to Colorado. He left Colorado after winning the Cup, signed with Calgary, and he has a contract for the next 2-3 years until 2029. So, yeah, 3 years he has a contract till. But they will have to retain something because they're at $8 million in cap or something like that. Colorado is. So we'll see what happens there. But that's my prediction. I think he goes to Colorado. Jordan Kyrou. As much as I love Kyrou, I love Jordan Kyrou. I think he does stay. But if there were two teams that I think he gets traded to, it would be Boston or the Kings. I think. Hey, we got a Schmucks legend in the chat. Zach Maynard, baby. Let's go. Hey, we got a big game on Sunday. Grudge match. But yeah. Jordan Kyrou, I think he'd be a perfect fit for Boston. Boston's twinkling between a wild card and a divisional spot. So we'll see what happens there. The Kings have lost Kuzmenko and Fiala, but they also just got Panarin, right? So I don't know if they're going to be buying or selling or kind of staying in the middle. But if they want to replace them, you got to go after Kyrou. Then we have Brock Besser. Brock Besser, I said this before. He said this before. It's not a trade deadline if his name's not in there, right? With that being said, that means if history repeats itself, he's staying. And that's my prediction. I think he stays. I'd love him to get traded. But history always repeats itself. Hey! Attaboy, Zachy. Attaboy. Let's go. If you can make it this Sunday, yeah, we need to set the tempo. Playoff starts next week. This week's a big week. You know, we got to go into playoffs heading in with high spirits because it looks like we're playing these guys in the playoffs. So let's see what we can do in that aspect of things. And yeah, I'd love to see you there tomorrow on Sunday. Love to see you there. Braden Shen we have as well. St. Louis, another St. Louis guy. I don't know. St. Louis has a lot of pieces that they could sell, and they could get a lot of draft capital for them. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on that aspect of things. But Braden Shen would be a nice piece. Like, you got the Buffalo. Maybe Ottawa. Ottawa could be. I don't know, because Ottawa's 4 points out of a wild card right now. Maybe Columbus, but the Columbus just got Connor Garland. Could be Edmonton. Edmonton could be a solid fit if he stays in the West. And Seattle even. Now we got Seattle. We got Seattle with Shane Wright. So this is interesting. I don't think Shane Wright goes anywhere. But if you've looked what... Bro, I'm in the basement right now, alright? I'm in the basement. We got a lot of boxes in the basement. Shane Wright, Seattle. I don't think Seattle trades. I don't think Seattle trades Shane Wright. But if he were to go somewhere, I think it would be Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh fits Dubas' timeline, getting a young guy who hasn't reached his full potential. Get him at a bit of a lower rate, as you could say. 4th overall pick a couple years back. Hasn't been the way that his career has wanted to go. Kind of like Igor Chinnikov, David Yurchek, some of these guys, you know. So we'll see what happens. I think it would be a great fit for Pittsburgh, and also the Devils. Now we got Bobby McMahon. Bobby McMahon. We'll see what happens, because Bobby McMahon, you could fetch a first for him, but with Bobby, I don't know what team really needs him, right? Like, Islanders could use him. Islanders would be a good pick, but will the Islanders trade a first-round pick for Bobby? That's the thing. Because could this be a one-time thing that they're competing, like the Penguins, or are they set for the future? You know, like, is this what we're gonna see for years to come? They make the playoffs. They make the playoffs. They make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, if this is how they intend to be, I mean, their future's good. They got Schaaf, Kayshawn Aitchison, Victor Eklund. Like that they drafted a lot of good players in the first round last year, and obviously Schaefer is just in a league of his own right now. So we'll see. I think Bobby McMahon could be a good fit for them, but we'll see what happens there. Then we got Dougie Hamilton. Dougie Hamilton has been through the rumors. He's been rumored throughout the year, right? He's been rumored, right? He's been scratched. He gave his no trade list. And yeah. And a team I wanted him to go to was Anaheim, but Anaheim just traded for John Carlson. Now, and then I would go Buffalo, but Buffalo just traded for Luke Shen and Logan Stanley. Logan Stanley? I believe so. So, Buffalo doesn't need a defenseman. So maybe Dallas? Dallas might be a good fit for him. Minnesota, Colorado. No, Edmonton. I like Edmonton's defense. Maybe Seattle, Utah. You know what? I want him to go to San Jose. I really want him to go to San Jose. Same with Justin Falk. I don't know about Justin Falk though. Again, like Seattle has so many. Not Seattle. St. Louis has so many teams, or so many players that they could trade. But with less than 2 hours to go till the deadline's over, it's gonna be an interesting next 2 hours. Now we got Bowen Byram. Bowen Byram would be a great trade. Maybe a 1-for-1 or a pick involved for Dougie Hamilton from Buffalo to New Jersey, because I do have New Jersey going after Bowen Byram. Like, Buffalo has so many defensemen right now, and it just looks like Bowen Byram's the odd man out. I said this last year, and I'm surprised he wasn't traded. Like, they have Logan Stanley, Luke Shen, Rasmus Dahlin, Owen Powers, Radim Murka, and Bowen Byram. Right? That's a lot of defensemen right there. And I don't think they're trading Radim Murka unless they trade for Robert Thomas. So we'll see what happens. This is the first year Buffalo's buying in a while. It's been a while. So who knows what's gonna happen? But maybe Buffalo is like, oh, like this is kind of crazy, you know, like we haven't been in this moment as buyers in a long time. Maybe they just go all out and trade Bowen Byram, get Robert Thomas, overpay a bit. You're gonna have to overpay for Robert Thomas, no matter what it is, right? And you always see these crazy deals that are like bottom 6 players for second round picks, right? So we'll see what happens. Now we got the goalies. The goalie market at the trade deadline is always very thin, right? Like, most contenders already have their goalie, but the only team that doesn't have a solidified goalie is the Vegas Golden Knights, in my opinion. Yes, they have Aiden Hill. Yes, they have Carter Hart. But they don't have a solidified number one. Right? Like, if you look in the West, Colorado, they have Mackenzie Blackwood and who's their backup? Whatever. They have their starter. Dallas has Oninger. Minnesota has Wallstead and Gustafson. Look at Vegas. They have Aiden Hill and Carter Hart. Anaheim, they have Dostal. And maybe Edmonton. Edmonton and Vegas. But you can't look at Edmonton and be like, oh yeah, Edmonton needs a goalie. They for sure need a goalie. But they just traded for a goalie. They just traded for Jari. At $5.5 million cap, they're at roughly $500,000 in cap space right now. And the only way to make that work is if they overpay for Sergei Bobrovsky, right? They'd have to trade Jari to Florida. Sergei Bobrovsky's making what, 10 million? So they'd have to retain 50% to make it 5, match it with Jari, and then they're gonna have to throw in a first, maybe Ike Davis, Isaac Howard, and or Savoie, and another first or second. If they're retaining 50% of 10 million, it's a lot of money. But then you go like a Jordan Binnington, right? Binner played. I thought he played outstanding in the Olympics, right? So we'll see. Like obviously you look at his record, right, or his stats right now. He has like an 870, 880 save percentage on St. Louis. It's not good, right? But in big moments, in big games, Binner steps up, and we've seen that in the Four Nations. We've seen that in the Olympics. That save in the Olympics in overtime, that glove save, outstanding. So, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. And then you have Stuart Skinner, who I don't think the Penguins are going to trade. But I saw this funny bit where it's like, yeah, you trade him back. You trade him back to Edmonton for Jari and a first. It would be crazy because that's something Dubas would do. The asset management would be really funny. So we'll see what happens there. And I thought that was funny. So that's my trade board. That's my trade deadline targets. And with just under 2 hours left to go till the deadline, we'll see what happens. But yeah, not much is happening right now when it comes to trades. So we'll see what's going on here. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be interesting. And yeah, we'll be here covering it till 2 p.m. or something like that. Yeah. For a little, be mine for a little. Be mine for a little. Yeah, we're about to surpass 3 hours on the live. I'm glad for everyone who's come in, checked it out, typed in the chat, or just watched and just stayed here. It's been great seeing you guys, and we got another hour and a half just to vibe. And if I do end, you'll see everything on Instagram and Twitter, on X, right? I post everything there when it comes to trades and announcements. We are in a little hiatus throughout this season, but we're back. We're back for today and hopefully for a while, right? It's been a busy year. A lot's been happening, so we're just trying to figure everything out and how to take it day by day and figure everything out. But yeah, we have now surpassed 3 hours on the live. And yeah, like we are thriving right now. We're on little sleep. We're just on straight good energy, right? Like the back hurts, the shoulder hurts, the mind wants sleep, but the body also wants sleep. but the soul, the energy, we just want to have a good time here. So we are just thriving. Listen, the Leafs haven't done much besides trade, which is crazy. They traded Nick Waugh for a first. It's kind of crazy. In my opinion, you got a first for Nick Waugh. Like, how much could you get for Bobby McMahon? You know. So it's gonna be an interesting next 2 hours. Buffalo has to do something. Surprise, Tampa hasn't done much. Pittsburgh, the Islanders. We'll see what that happens in the next 2 hours. It's good bits all around here. Surprised Nashville hasn't done anything. Same with St. Louis. St. Louis has a lot of pieces to give up. Same with Calgary. Calgary should start selling soon. We should be starting to get some pieces or some trade information in the next coming minutes. We'll see what happens. You know, a lot of the trades happen later on in the day. And by later on, I mean right after 3 or right before 3. So we'll see what we can do here. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Right now, it hasn't been as enjoyable as we all thought, but we'll see what happens soon. You know, like if sometimes it starts off slow, you know, and the only way to keep it going is to just vibe. Boys, tell your boys to tap in. Tell your girlfriends to tap in. Tell your mom, your dad, your grandmother, grandfather, your brothers, your sisters. Tell everyone to tap in. Share the love. Spread the love. And just vibe. You know, deadline day is the best day in all of sports. And yeah, just keep going. Shout out Mike. Keep going. You know, if you're working right now, you can put this on in the background. You know, we got the music, so you can keep your headphones in, and you got like a nice mellow tone guy, just kind of just soothing you with the music in the background, and just talk. You know, talk hockey, or like it's like listening to a podcast right now, except it's a one-person podcast, and it's just vibes. So I'm keeping you updated on everything I have, all the sources I have, everything that is given to me. I give it back to you. So we'll see. It's pretty vibey, not gonna lie. And yeah. Just enjoy the music and keep coming back for more. What does this mean? Oh, that's just cap. It's cap. It's all cap. It's all cap. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Okay. What do you want to know? What do you want to talk about? Because I know a lot of hockey, I know a lot of baseball. I'm here to talk. That's pretty much it. I'm here to talk and release information. But yeah, like I'm looking forward to the playoff push in hockey. It's gonna be really fun. Obviously, playoffs is the most enjoyable part of all sports. Whether that's football, baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer, rugby, lacrosse, whatever sport it is. Playoffs is the best. Playoff hockey, in my opinion, is the best playoffs of all time. It's high hitting, high pressure situations at all times. Like rarely do you get blowouts, and if there is a blowout, the other team comes back, make it a close game. It's really fun. It's really enjoyable. And yeah, like the playoffs is really fun. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. And yeah, like everything is gonna be down the stretch. It's gonna be so fun to watch. And then after the playoffs, you got the NHL draft, you got the lottery, and then free agency. Like free agency is so fun to watch. During the draft, there's a lot of trades. Yeah, the Olympics was so enjoyable to watch. Like coming out of the Olympic break and watching hockey was so like different, right? Because every hockey game in the Olympics was so like quick and like high intensity. It really felt like Stanley, but like there's nothing to compare it to. It was like the Four Nations last year. So enjoyable to watch. Canada cheating and curling. Listen, like there's a lot of hey, appreciate you. Shout out 007 DM. Shout out to Veer. Appreciate you. Hey, if I'm the best creator, you know, like I'm so happy to hear that. That means a lot to me. But yeah, the cheating and the curling was. Thank you for subscribing, by the way, guys. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We are Tellus.sports. You tell us what you want to hear, and we will listen and tell you. But the cheating and curling, there was a lot of what's the word? Hypotheticals and rumors and all that stuff. So it was really interesting. It was really interesting to see. Like you saw the finger push, but according to that, like he only pushed the finger before it crossed the green line. So technically it is okay. Shout out Aviel for subscribing. Shout out Aviel right here. Bang. Bang. Gotta love it. Thank you. And yeah, so like it wasn't much cheating involved. But yeah, to my next point, Canada losing, that hurt. I was at a bar, 8 a.m. watching with my brother and a couple friends, and it was just so many chances we should have won. Should have won like 3-1, 4-1. Stopped. Hellebuck played outstanding. You got to give credit where credit's due. It was such a good game, but unfortunate how we were. I think it was one of the best games I've ever watched in my life. So high intense. That overtime, I do want to say that overtime being 3-on-3 is brutal. Said it from the beginning. It might sound like I'm a sore loser, but at overtime, even in the quarterfinals, should not be 3-on-3 when we won. Quarterfinals, semifinals. If you're if you're in the playoff bracket, it should not be 3-on-3. It should be 5-on-5. Yes, there is a schedule they have to maintain, but they should have thought about that heading into the Olympics. They have 4 years to prepare, and the IHF should not be 3-on-3. I'll say it right now. But Benner played outstanding. Hellebuck played even better. And yeah, it was a great game all around, and just unfortunate the way it ended. But hey, we look forward to bringing back the gold to Canada in 4 years. It's gonna be a great Olympics. It sucks that Crosby got injured. I think Crosby is a big factor why they lost that game. Him not being able to be able to play and not being able to suit up, and like apparently the injury was really bad. He's missing 4 to 6 weeks in the NHL. So him being able to suit up was detrimental to the team. Will Arsenal win the Prem? No. Will Barca win the La Liga? Yes. Barca is so good. Barca's the best team. Barca's the best team in the La Liga. I'm not so knowledgeable when it comes to soccer or football. So we'll see. But who will win the Champions League? It's a great question. Let me look at the teams. Let me look at the teams and see who I like. Give me PSG. I don't know. There's a lot of teams that I know, but a lot of teams I don't have the ball knowledge for them. You know, give me Barcelona to win the Champions League. Give me Barcelona to win the Champions League. You heard it here first. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but yeah. Shout out Turkey. Vuska Barca, why Viska Kationa? Woo! I probably butchered that, but it sounded great. So you let me know. Boys, spam the chat so we get the algorithm going. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, show everyone what they're missing out right now. Just talking shop, you know, talk about my day. Hey, listen, it's been a long week. You know, came back from Oklahoma on Sunday night. My friend Gila picked me up. At like 1 a.m. Shout out Gil. And then I picked up my friend that same night at 5 a.m. Went home, slept for like 2 hours, 3 hours, chilled with him, for like the entire week. He leaves tomorrow. Or today, sorry. And yeah, I barely got any sleep this entire week. I'm exhausted. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? We're vibing. You know, the energy's high, vibes are high. Who is the best stick in the league? For sure, Crosby. Crosby's the best stick in the league. Maybe McDavid. McDavid's stick is pretty good. He's got a good stick. McKinnon's also has a pretty solid stick. He's got one of the best sticks in the league. And then you look at McCarr. McCarr's stick is he's aggressive with his stick. You know, like he'll poke it. He'll stick lift. He'll do a lot of things with that stick, and he's not scared to slither through the ice and use his stick to the best of his abilities. Like he's a risk taker with his stick, and you saw that in the Olympics. He tried pinching, but it didn't work. Listen, you gain a lot of knowledge when you watch a lot. When it comes to sticks, you just watch a lot of how they use it, and to be knowledgeable in that aspect is a lot of watching and studying and a grasp of the actual game itself. So, yeah, that's how I know my knowledge on sticks. But yeah, we're about an hour and a half away from the deadline, and we've only had 4 trades today. So we'll see if that picks up in the next couple minutes, and hopefully it does. It's gonna be fun, and hopefully there's a few good trades in the next coming minutes. But yeah, straight vibes only. And Jason Tatum is expected to make his season debut tonight. It's gonna be interesting to see how he does, coming off a torn ACL from last year. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, you watched me? You watched me play hockey before? I'm glad. Yeah, I do have a smaller stick. Hey, this is it. It's pretty small, honestly. Here, I'll show. Like, this is it without skates. This is it with skates. It's like right here. So like, I don't have much puck control, and I gotta lock in. Will LeBron leave the Lakers? Not this year. I think LeBron wants he's gonna want like a retirement. I forgot what they called, but like a retirement party sort of thing. So I think he's gonna retire next year. I think he's gonna go back to Cleveland. I think he's gonna go back to Cleveland and then retire after. That's my opinion. What's his favorite saying? What is his favorite saying? We got the boom. We got that one. And then we got the ain't no party like a Diddy party. You know, it's a vibe that he's been in the league for so long. It's crazy that he has that and has the longevity of that of such player. You rarely see that nowadays. And being able to play into his 40s is kind of crazy and still average like 25 points a game. But you do see that you for sure see the decline in his game. So I think he does retire next year. But we'll see if he leaves the Lakers or not. I think he does leave the Lakers. Matthias Janmark has had surgery and will be ready for training camp next fall. So Matthias Janmark on, I want to say Nashville? Where is he? What team is he on? He is on Edmonton. Damn. Thought I knew that. Skill issue. Only got the summer vibe. You got the top down on the summertime. We on the highway going 85. Was the look at this guy. Look at this ball knowledge. The trading for a first is kind of crazy. Give me a second. Okay. Looks like Carolina is working on a move for a bottom 6 forward. So if you look at our bottom 6 forwards, that could be someone like Braden Shen, Kyrou, Ryan O'Reilly. That's all my trade targets. But we'll see what happens there and the progression we make there. Was the Nicholas Waugh trade worth it? Trading a first for Nicholas Waugh is kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Seeing that in the morning a couple days ago was very interesting. But listen, I hope it all works out, and Toronto got a good package for him. Yeah, Toronto got a good package from Colorado. They got a first for him, which is kind of crazy. He's like 29, so younger guy. So it's kind of a good move by them. So we'll see. Who are they gonna pick up with that trade? We'll see where it falls. Let's see where that pick is supposed to be. What it was was it 27? Let's see, what year was it in? A 2027 conditional pick. So we'll see. Yeah, they got a good package for him. I don't know. 2027, I'm gonna have to look into that draft year, which is a solid draft. Number 1 overall player is Landon Dupont, I want to say. But that's probably going to be a later pick, so like late 20s. Like mid to late 20s. Colorado's a great team. So we'll see what happens then. But I can't really predict who they're going to pick with that pick, because a lot of prospects fly up the draft boards, fall down the draft boards. So yeah, we'll see what happens there with that. But I can't give you an exact answer on that. Chat, what we got going on? What we got going on, chat? What's going on, chat? Talk to me, chat. Oh! Leafs are finalizing a trade with Bobby McMann. So Bobby McMann is on the move. Bobby McMann is on the move. Bobby McMann looks to be on the move. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see what let's see what could be happening here. It's gonna be interesting. Sounds like a made-up name. Who's Bobby? Bobby McMann is he's a player on the Leafs. And like I was saying, he could be fetching a first round pick. He's probably a good guy. He's a solid guy. Sounds like a good guy. Are you talking about hockey or like character? I don't know his character, but he's a pretty solid hockey player. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. You know, this is a lot of uncertainty on this day. Guys, it looks like we'll be ending the stream in 20 minutes. Got some stuff to do today, and it was great covering for the past 3.5 hours. We'll almost surpass the 4-hour mark soon in 30 minutes, but the Leafs are not building a contending team for this year. I believe they're retooling, and they're gonna come back stronger next year. It looks like they'll miss the playoffs this year. When is Crosby retiring? Not this year, not next year. We'll see what happens in the next. Well, let's see what happens after next year, because his contract ends next year, and he'll be 39, 40-ish. So we'll see. We'll see. No, don't leave me. I know. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave, but I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. McDavid's not on the Leafs right now. McDavid is not on the Leafs. He's on Edmonton. He just signed a 2-year extension with them. He just signed a 2-year extension with them, so it looks like he won't be leaving. Oh, Matthews. Matthews also signed. I think he has 2 or 3 years left on his contract, if I'm not mistaken. Do I think he will leave? Hey, it's all right. It's all right. Hey, people make mistakes. People make mistakes. But yeah, do I think Matthews is going to leave? I'm not sure. If they want to bring in McDavid, I think Matthews has to go. But it doesn't have to be the case. It will be interesting to see though, because there's a lot of rumors that he wants to go, that he wants to leave Edmonton, but he also just re-signed a contract at a team-friendly deal. So we'll see. All right. Per Frank Cervalli, the Avs and the Leafs have engaged again in Bobby McMahon. That's per Frank Cervalli. So we'll see where that goes. And we'll see how reliable that is. We found love in a hopeless place. It's gonna be interesting. We got another. We have an interesting hour and a half going. In the line, I was standing side by side. Every shadow crosses line. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. Chat, we got 15 minutes left on the live. Tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your sisters, your brothers, your family. to come in, subscribe. Who's winning the cup? It's up to anyone. If I had to pick one, Tampa, Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota. Those are all good. Carolina is good. Buffalo's pretty solid this year. If I had to pick one, it'd probably be out west. I like Dallas or Colorado. Obviously, I want Pittsburgh to win it, but you gotta be realistic. And I don't think Pittsburgh has the ability to, not the ability. Every team has the ability. Not the ability. Okay, whatever. I want Pittsburgh to win as a team of them, or as a fan of them. But I think Colorado or Dallas will win. Thank you. Hey, sometimes, you know, people say I have the face for a radio. But hey, as long as I have the voice, that's all that matters. It's all that matters. You know, it's sometimes you got to go down the path. You know, what's the quote that I said? What's that quote? Guess sometimes you have to learn along the way. Guess some things you learn along the way. Yeah, that's what it is. Where was I last night? It was a lot. I wanted to come, but there was a lot happening. A lot happened last night. That's what I'm saying. Going a little too far with the face, we can keep it out the voice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aww. My favorite player was there. Maybe it's your favorite player, alright? Maybe that's your favorite player. Listen. I think that player is a great person. Great teammate. But sometimes you have to have a change of scenery, and that's what it was. You know, there's a bit of change of scenery there, and you know, yeah, that's it. You know, there's a change of scenery that needs to be made. Like I don't wish anything bad about their game. Listen, I thought they were a great locker room presence. But yeah, just a change of scenery is always nice. But yeah, I wish that player nothing but the best. That player deserves everything that they have coming in life. And yeah. We'll see what happens. Yeah, see? Agreed. Yeah. It's like how do the geopoliticals work currently affect LeBron's legacy going forward? Yeah. Listen, LeBron has he's a great guy. Hey, bud. Welcome back. It's been a long day so far. Bobby McGann has not been traded yet, but it looks like the Avs have kicked ties with him. Carolina is looking for a bottom six forward, and all that stuff. Sometimes there's a motivated player on the bench, but the coach overlooks them. But I wouldn't know anything about that. Hey, we've all been there. Whether that's baseball, hockey, whatever it is. Your coach always like, oh yeah, let's go for that guy. But you're just sitting there. You're like, when's my shot? You know, when am I gonna go out there? You know, and a lot of people who've played sports, who have done that, have experienced that. So you're not alone. You're not alone. But yeah, how does the geopolitical events in the world currently affect LeBron's legacy going forward? Yeah, so I think LeBron's going, he's going to retire next year. Hey! Big P in the chat! Let's go, Philip! Let's go! Let's go, baby! How you doing, bro? It's been a minute since I spoke to you. How we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? How's life? You know, how are we doing post-college? You know, it's been a minute since I've seen you, and I'm glad you tuned in. It's been a long day, but I'm glad you tuned in. And yeah, I just want to know how you been. But yeah, I don't know if it's Nick Robertson yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes along with it, but yeah. Carolina could be looking at Nick Robertson. They could be looking at Bobby McMahon. There's reports saying that they want a bottom 6 player. And then sometimes the overlooked player finally gets attention shot, but the lights get so bright and all falls apart. Yeah, exactly. Yo, Big P, I love you. Nah, bro, you're the GOAT. You're the GOAT for real. Yeah. Sometimes the lights get bright, and we can't control that. We just gotta go in. If the lights get bright, you just gotta go in next game and be like, hey, you know, we gotta lock in. Like, we gotta prepare this time. We gotta fully prepare because maybe we weren't fully prepared. You know, you've been overlooked so long that you just be like, it's gonna be like that for the rest of the time. And you get your chance, and you're like, damn. But I haven't learned that along the way yet, personally. Hey. Life is all about character development. It's all about character development. And you see that all in sports. You know, not everyone could jump in the league and be like, hey, it's my year. This is my team. You know, like, I'm the best. You know, you're first overall pick. People count you as a bust. A couple years later, you're like, hey, I kind of understand. I understand what to do now. You know? And you see that a lot in hockey. Basketball, you see that. Baseball, less. But yeah, you see that. You misunderstood Negro is misunderstood by the. You misunderstood. Negro obviously is misunderstood by the coach. Really? By the Leafs coach? I mean, he's had opportunities, but each coach has not given him the opportunity. Look at who's the coach on Denver? Not Denver. On the Devils. Former Leafs coach. Like, he's been given opportunities. I think he just really needs to change the scenery. And change of sceneries, that's the way the life goes. You know? Change of sceneries are very important. Love for you, my love for you. Hawks and Rangers are working on a Derek Pouliot trade. So Derek Pouliot looks to be heading away. Nick Delarey to Carolina. Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Nick Delarey is heading to Carolina. Will Mbappe be back for the world? Will Mbappe be back from Madrid before the season ends, or will he stay away for the rest of the team to recover from this? I think he'll rest up for the World Cup, in my opinion. I think the World Cup is too big for people to miss out on. So, biggest event of the year. Biggest event in the world, I should say. Who's winning the World Cup? France is pretty good. Canada would be sick. I don't think they'll win because Alphonso Davies tore something in his knee. I need help. Hey, you guys are all top fans in my life, and I appreciate you all popping out. It means a lot to me. But yeah, looks like this live stream is heading to an end soon. In the next 4 minutes, we gotta hop off. It's been a pleasure hosting. It's such a vibe. Great being able to talk to everyone. And maybe I'll do this more often, even without the deadline. You know, I only do live stream once a year. Maybe I'll change that. It's been a great time doing this. So yeah, it's been a great time, and I'm glad I've been able to do this. But we still got an hour left to the deadline. If you want to keep updated, go on Twitter, go on X, go on to Tellus.sports, and you'll see everything up there. Do I take pics with fans? Hey, if a fan sees me, I'd be like, hey, let me take a pic. I'm glad. I'm happy to take a picture. I love to take a picture. It would be great. I think that would I'd be really shocked. You know, fans usually be like, oh my god, it's him. I'd be like, oh my god, they want to take a picture with me, sort of thing. But I don't think that's gonna happen yet. I think we got a couple of years for that to happen. So we'll see what happens in that aspect of things. Guys, we got 2 minutes. Spam the comments. Spam comments before we have to head out. It's been a great time. Guys, we're just here to vibe. Haven't seen anything yet on Bobby McMahon, on anyone. And you believe. You believe. farewell. Farewell. It's been a pleasure, everyone. If you want to keep updated, check Twitter. I'll post everything there. And then when I come back, everything will be on Instagram. All the trades that happen throughout this week, everything that has happened, everything will be there with the graphic and everything like that. So I really appreciate everyone tuning in today. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. I'm so happy to be able to do this. I'm thankful. And thank you again. It's really been an amazing time, and I love doing this. So thank you so much to everyone that has taken a part of this for the past 3 hours and 45 minutes. I look forward to doing this again, hopefully. Maybe I'll try to input something along this. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone. It's been great. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great day, a great weekend, a great life. And I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Ha.